you and this team. Yep. Something's got to be the problem. Yep. Something is. Let us know so the world can know.
I'll answer your question, not your insults. It was a question. It wasn't an insult. He was a little mad. And again, only thing I can side with Jim Harbaugh is that's the last thing he wants to be asked. But that's your job. You have to answer to the media. Like, this isn't your first interview.
Because I know y'all don't think they want to interview you guys every time because it's been too many press conferences I've been to personally where I didn't feel like asking a question. Or I didn't feel like interviewing this person. Especially after when the team just lost.
Yeah.
I don't want to go in here, but you go in there anyway.
You don't want to ask that question because you know he's going to be mad. But it wasn't an insult. He was just mad over the loss. Jim Harbaugh, relax, dog. You'll be all right.
All right, man. Zion Williamson.
He's coming back soon.
You haven't heard his name in a while, have you?
Honestly, at all. Like, ever since after the preseason, ever since he's been injured, you haven't heard Zion Williamson's name in weeks.
I'm not going to lie, though. I'm excited for him to come back.
I can't wait.
This is a player I got to watch play in real life. I got to watch him play last year when they played Louisville.
That's incredible.
And it was a really good game.
Yeah.
Hey, he legit. He's legit. And it's not even just because he can score and stuff. It's just because of how big he is and he can move like that. You look at people like LeBron James, and you just like, wow, that's crazy that you can be the size of a lineman and move like a wide receiver.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like it is with Zion. And another thing that people always talk about is shooting. His shooting. He can't really shoot. Yes, he can.
Yes, he can.
Yes, he can. I've seen him shoot before. But he might not always do it because he doesn't have to. He could go in the paint and make plays in there. He doesn't have to shoot.
And my thing with Zion, which is the most incredible thing to me, and he's did it his whole freshman year at Duke, and he did it in the summer league, and he did it in the preseason, is he's averaging 23.6 points in the preseason, shooting 71%. The man gets to his spot in the paint. Nobody is going to stop him, and he scores efficiently. That is a superstar. And his presence is certainly missed on the Pelicans. And I can't wait for him to be back because the Pelicans are always on primetime games. And without Zion Williamson, they're really bad. So watching the Pelicans without Zion is annoying. But his presence is certainly missed in that organization. And with Zion, they definitely have potential. They're in the West, which kind of sucks for them. But Brandon Ingram, Zion, and Lonzo Ball, it's a good team. It's a good core 3 guys. He tore his meniscus. They said 6 to 8 weeks at the beginning of the season. We're now December 2nd recording this. I definitely feel like he'll be back in the next couple of weeks.
And I'm excited to see him because I've been around like athletes and coaches in the sports world my whole life, and I know like when a person is coming off an injury, the mindset they have, they're like, oh, I got something to prove now.
Oh, yeah.
I have to prove like that I still got it or that I'm better. So I'm excited to see that side of him, too.
And Zion's the most entertaining, most anticipated superstar, really, since LeBron came out of high school. Everyone's saying Zion's next.
Yeah, LeBron showing up to his games.
Yep. We've been knowing about Zion since he was dunking in high school. The man is a superstar, and he'll be back soon, so I cannot wait.
All right, man. This next one, I've been waiting to get this. I've been actually waiting for a long time
for
Baylee to throw this in the script, man, so.
What are you doing?
Get him out. Get him out. We're doing the Get him out segment this week. We're going with the Jets, man. Lost to the 0-11 Bengals.
Man.
And they just beat Oakland. They smacked them out.
Y'all had Andy Dalton out there looking like a superstar.
That's what I'm saying. You don't lose to a team that has 0 wins late in the season. You don't be that first win on them. And guess what? The Jets did. So you know what? Get them out.
1-11, man. 1-11 Cincinnati Bengals. So congratulations to you guys, man. Y'all got y'all dub. And Andy Dalton threw for over 240 yards. That's terrible, Jets defense. We do need to get him out.
And they smacked Oakland 34-3. And the next week they go in Cincinnati with a team that has 0 wins and get dogged. So, but you said it the best. They made Andy Dalton look like a superstar, and Andy Dalton is not good. So,
man. All right. Let's take a look at these standings, man.
Dude, the AFC
First
race.
Off, before we even talk about anything, I just want to say, Coach, never mind. We'll get to them later in the show. Let's just talk about the AFC right now, man. The standings. We're going to start off with that. New England, 10-2. They're leading the East. Baltimore leading the North.
So overall AFC standings is Baltimore 1, New England 2, Texans 3, Chiefs 4, and then the 2 wild cards are Buffalo at 5 at 9-3, and right now the Steelers at that 6th and final spot. Pittsburgh is ahead of the Titans based on the conference record, 6-3 to the Titans 5-4. So again, top 6: Ravens, Patriots, Texans, Chiefs, Bills, Steelers. Still like 4 weeks left of the season, so that 4, 5, and 6, mainly 5 and 6, going to get shuffled up. But yeah, Ravens, they're rolling. They got number 1 seed now because they hold the tiebreaker over the Patriots.
Hey, it's hard to stop Jackson.
Man,
it's not even like we give Jackson a lot of credit, but it ain't even just him. Like, they actually have a good
their
football
team is nasty, and their defense, as always, the Ravens defense from long ago with Ray Lewis and Chuck Pagano when he was there. Dude, they're just such a complete team, and after every game, just the way those players act and their demeanor. Lamar Jackson, every press conference, is always, we got to get better, we got to work hard. They're so focused on improving, it's insane, and you love to see that. But no one's really talking about the Chiefs. And Patrick Mahomes is back, and he's back to smacking. They just destroyed the Raiders. Raiders are nothing. I'm just gonna say that right now. Colts should have beat them. But the Chiefs, no one's really talking about them. Come playoff time, they're going to be one of those scary teams as well. So the AFC definitely has a lot. But hopefully, personally, New England better not get home field because we're going to see the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Because they haven't lost a home game in like 2 years.
Well, one thing that I was actually, since we were just talking about Baltimore, man, you look at the win they just had against San Francisco, and San Francisco is a good team. Like, yes. I seen them lose the first time to another MVP candidate, Russell Wilson.
Yep.
And then they play against Lamar. I'm like, all right, let's see what they got. And they lose to them by only 3 points, which isn't too bad. Jimmy Garoppolo, he didn't have too bad of a game. He didn't throw any interceptions. He was he threw over 100 yards. He was like 100. It was like 165 yards or something like that. But that's not bad.
No.
But then when you look at the other end and you look at Lamar Jackson, this man has 105 rushing yards, 105 passing yards, 101 rushing yards. So he's going crazy. And then it's just the people that they have, the players that they got. They got Willie Snead out of Ball State. He's an athlete. He can make stuff work.
I did not know he went to Ball State.
He went to Ball State. Yep. He went to Ball State. Marquise Brown out of Oklahoma, man. He's got talent. So I
had to pick him up on my fantasy team after his week 1.
Yeah, man. I like all of them, man. Yeah. So I just think all together as a team, they're good. It's not even just Lamar. So everybody that's out there talking about just Lamar, hey, man.
It's a team.
Yeah, it's definitely the team. But he's good.
Yeah.
Hey, one player needs a team around him, especially in football if you're going to be good. So,
yeah. Who I'm going to ask you right now, who do you see coming out of the AFC going to the Super Bowl? I know it's a very hard question.
It is because anything can happen.
Yeah, and there's like 5 teams.
Yeah, but if I had to pick, I just don't want it to be the Patriots.
Same.
That's the big thing.
I don't care who it is.
That's the big thing.
It's not the
I just don't want it to be the Patriots. But it's probably going to be the Ravens, though, to be 100% with you.
Yep.
Probably going to be the Ravens. And I'm happy. I want 100%. That to happen. I don't have any problem with Baltimore making it.
I would love to see it.
I would like to see it, and I loved it when I seen it the first time when they had Ray Lewis and everything. Yep. So
I was rooting for the Niners that year. I was mad.
So it's cool. I like all. I have no problem with Baltimore, man.
And then we can do NFC next podcast. We can do AFC today, and then NFC
for sure.
Next time.
Man. Even though I don't care too much for the NFC, but we'll still do it. All right, man. It's about time for those. Did you know?
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Dribbles with the left hand. The three-pointer up. The three-pointer down.
To the 20. Following that blocker. What a run.
We're about to take it back.
All right, man. It's Dozier's Did You Know? Did you know that in 1950, on this day, the Cleveland Browns were the last NFL team with no pass. They had with the no pass game in general. They beat the Philadelphia Eagles 13-7.
And that's no joke. I looked it up. 0 passing attempts the whole game, and they won. That is
I looked it up.
That is incredible. How?
I don't know, man. That's just.
But they did it.
Hey, Philadelphia, you guys should be ashamed.
You better figure it out. Hey, actually, to get them out, we're going the 1950 Eagles. Get them out.
Yeah, man. All right, man. Go ahead for this next story.
The question that's been on everyone's mind, all I see on my timeline on Twitter ever since yesterday they lost, is Brissett a franchise quarterback for the Colts?
Okay.
I think so.
All right, this is how.
Okay, let me rephrase that. I think he is. Like, I don't see him not being one, but he is a franchise quarterback. But is he ours? I don't know.
What makes him exactly a franchise quarterback to you? Because you might have some valid points behind it. So let me see what you.
So personally, I don't think he doesn't make bad decisions. I'm not saying he's never made bad decisions.
Yeah,
but Brissett doesn't turn the ball over. He can drive your team down the field. He can stand alone in the pocket. But like, we stuck with Luck for many years, and Luck, I love Andrew Luck, and I was mad when he retired. But dude, Luck made some of the dumbest, boneheaded mistakes we had ever seen.
Yeah.
But everyone would stick with Brissett or with Luck. Brissett throws a pick, everyone wants him out. It's like, dude, what are you even talking about?
I didn't know it was even like that, to be honest.
Dude, it's so annoying. It's
now,
all I see.
This is the thing with me. I think Brissett is he's one of those quarterbacks. He's not like. One thing I like about him is like what you say. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. But this is the thing. That's not all that comes with being a franchise quarterback.
100%.
I think that you really have to lead your team to wins.
Yeah.
Tom Brady is a franchise quarterback because he leads his teams to wins.
When it matters in games, yes.
Lamar Jackson, that is a franchise quarterback because he can lead his team. So it's got to be to a point where he has to lead them to more wins. We can't be losing to, like, the Dolphins. We can't let that happen.
Home.
Now, I'm not saying that Jacoby Brissett is a bad quarterback because I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I think he's decent.
No one can ever say he's a
like,
bad
don't
quarterback.
take him out if y'all don't have somebody that's better than him.
Facts.
Because he's not a bad quarterback.
Hey, to be fair, he didn't play against the Dolphins. That was Brian Hoyer. He was.
Yeah.
That was Brian Hoyer.
Yeah, that's true.
Picks.
And he's definitely not an. He's
Brian
definitely
Hoyer.
I don't even know how he
NFL.
made it, man. They should have.
Facts.
I got somebody. Man, I could have threw what he was throwing.
And then my other argument with Brissett is in the beginning of the season, or through 7 weeks, the Colts were 5-2. Everything was rolling. He had receivers to throw to. And then you take T.Y. Hilton out. Then you take Eric Ebron out. Then you take Paris Campbell out. We never saw Devin Funches. Who was he going to throw to? I see everyone talk about Tom Brady not having receivers. But
all right, Tom Brady has receivers. I'm going to give you guys that
Facts.
right now. This is the thing. I'm going to tell you somebody who didn't have receivers, though, who could make it happen. Peyton Manning. I don't remember him having two, besides Wayne.
Marvin Harrison,
yeah.
Hall of Famer. So he had 2 Hall of Fame receivers.
Okay.
With Austin Collie, Dallas Clark. Peyton Manning had receiving core. The Colts had the best offense in the league.
I don't know, man. No, I'm not talking about the Colts. I'm talking about even when he played. I mean, even for the Colts, I still don't feel like that was that like good of a receiving core. And for Denver,
hey, Peyton Manning had 2
for Denver.
Oh, you're talking about with Denver?
I mean, for both. I mean, it was cool. He had a decent receiving. It was all right.
I don't think he had at all with Denver.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Denver, he didn't have anything.
Okay, yeah.
But I'll give it to you for Indianapolis. He had a couple
2 Hall of Famers. That's all I'm saying.
But you know, it's you can work without that. He's won Super
Facts.
Bowls without that many.
And then another thing I want to say about Brissett is he suffered that knee injury against the Steelers, and like you gotta wonder, is it playing a problem at the end of the season? I haven't looked at his numbers, but another thing is our vertical pass game, deep balls, downfield bombs, worst team in the NFL. It's ridiculous. Now I want to see more.
Which is terrible.
It is terrible.
That's not something that you want to be bad at.
Facts, and I want to see more of that about Brissett. I don't know why that's a thing. I don't know if he's just not choosing to, because he has one of the best O-lines, and the O-line actually hasn't been as good as they are a lot this season.
Mm-hmm.
They've kind of regressed a little bit, but like when you have all that protection, you got to throw some balls deep. You got to take shots. But then again, we've been banged up on the receiving core, so this year has been.
I think
so
that
weird
is
for
the biggest
Colts.
thing that.
Yeah.
But like you can never just say, okay, well my team got a bunch of injuries, because
Yep.
you look at any other team, they're gonna say we got
Everyone's
injuries too.
got injuries, yeah. But it's one of those things where you can look back on